right, I'm gonna mute everybody. Okay. All right, guys. I believe we are recording. All right. This is today is October 9th. This is our weekly meeting. Weekly meetings have been changed to Wednesday now instead of Monday. We're going to be talking about that, going over that change in cadence or what have you. So first, agenda, we're going to cover things going into next week. Then, changes or what have you in our cadence, and talk about our standings and everything like that, weather, and then we'll sum it up with plays, newly added plays in the playbook. Hopefully, we'll be all done by 7:30. That's my goal. All right, so going into next week. Okay, so this week, shall I say? So this is week 5. We're in week 5 of the 6-week season. Our game, we're playing the Detroit Millwrights, 9:30 p.m. Same location that we've always played in, Warren Community Center. Our practice will be again at 6 o'clock, 6:15, 6:30. That's usually when most people kind of roll in there. But anywhere between, I'm gonna be there by 6. But goal is to start as soon as possible. Location we'll be on the backhand side of the Warren Community Center, right off of Arden. So if you come in Arden, the main entrance, which is should be this where my cursor is right here. I believe that's the main entrance. Actually, no, it's oh no, I'm sorry. It's right here. This is the main entrance to the Warren Community Center, right behind the library. So if you're coming off of Arden, just keep on going straight, and then make a left-hand turn. This is the one way into the parking lot right here, where my cursor is located right now. These are the soccer fields where we will be practicing. So I know a few people have kind of been lost with that. So hopefully this could clear it up for those who intend on being on practice tomorrow. Tomorrow is practice. Okay, we're playing at 9:30. The weather at that time looks like it's going to be high of 58, low of 57. It's a 5% chance of rain, so really shouldn't be really worried about that, about raining or what have you. Make sure to bring a white T-shirt. In fact, I believe I brought shirts. I brought extra shirts, white T-shirts last week. I believe the Detroit Millwrights, if I'm correct, they have dark jerseys. I believe they're black and red is what their colors are. Being that our colors are gray, I do anticipate, the refs, because they've been kind of real funny duddy about that. So since we're playing away games for the remainder of the season, this game coming up, and next week we're the away team. We don't have any home status or what have you, so we have to, and it's incumbent upon everyone to bring a white T-shirt. I'll have a couple of extra. Again, Ibrahim, I believe Ibrahim and Ahmed, you guys, took home the white T-shirt that I brought, the extras that I brought. So if you could bring those back, that'll be nice. I appreciate it. Where we go. So more about the team. So they haven't updated the standings. Unfortunately, they usually are pretty good, at least by this day of updating it. But this is the standings that we have from last week. We were seeded 6 when we were 1 and 2. Our current record is 1 and 3. The main way that they're ranking teams are based off of, obviously you can see win-loss record, but the next thing is a differential. So we were negative 27. I believe we lost by I think it was 8 points, so that would go 27 plus 8. I believe that's 35, right? So negative 35. I want to say we probably will stay in the 6th seed, depending on what happened with these games right here. Um, uh, yeah, so I'm hoping we'll be either 6, or if worst case scenario will be number 7. Detroit. I'm sorry. So we're going against Detroit Millwrights. They're at they're the lowest in the league right now with 0 wins, and I want to say they forfeited a game to the Nature Boys. We ended up playing them a scrimmage game after our game last week because we were the 8:30 game, and I believe when you forfeit a scrimmage game, that will you lose that by 28 points. I believe that's what it says in the playbook. So I'm assuming that we will still be either in the 6th spot, or like I said, the worst would be we would be at the 7. Okay. So, moving forward with that. Okay, wanted to talk about the new cadence, the new weekly cadence, quarterbacks meeting or play submission for the following week. That'll be Tuesday. Wednesday, we'll be having our weekly conference meeting. So if everything goes as planned, we should have, at least at the minimum one more weekly meeting. If we don't qualify for the playoffs, if we do, we will have 2 more. Practices on Thursdays. Again, it's in the location that I just stated above, and obviously, or previously. And Thursday is game day. All right. So, was there anything else I want to talk about before we get into the plays? Oh yeah, availability, guys. Thank you for those who have filled out the sheet. I greatly appreciate it. It really is a plus for me to trying to figure out who's going to be where. I did send this out. I want to say I sent this out Monday or Tuesday. I'll try to send it out earlier in the week so everyone can have an ample amount of time to fill it out. Um, Again, it's really imperative that everyone fills this out. Another thing I wanted to add was try to have your money tomorrow. If you haven't paid for your T-shirt, bring your money for your T-shirt. Samir has purchased all of our shirts, and he only, at the time that I spoke to him, he only had collected 6, six people paid him, but he paid out of pocket for the remaining amount of money, that the differential from the 6 that gave him the money, and the total cost to order the shirts. The shirts should arrive the final week. So week 6, we should have our shirts, and hopefully, obviously for, we make the playoffs, we'll have our shirts for the playoffs. Would definitely, at the end of next week, I would like to take a team photo. So, hopefully we can, take one before the game starts. But if we don't have the opportunity to do that, to stick around, don't head out. Let's take a team photo next week, as well as we'll have our jerseys next week. Okay, let me see here. All right, so I think I've covered everything I wanted to cover besides the play. So we got about 11 minutes to talk about that. Football plays, okay. All right, all right. Come on now. Move out the way. Yep. All right. Talked about all that I was going to talk about in regards to that. Okay. So, well, Frank, since you're on the call, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna unmute you, Frank, and or you already unmuted yourself. Okay, cool. I want to talk about the plays that you've designed. We've already have 2 of them in the playbook. And let me go over let me bring those up, my plays. Okay, and these last 2 plays are your plays. So that's I named them I form, ZY, screen pass, and then the fake. So Frank, you want to kind of go and talk about this play right here where you
So
fake. Go ahead.
that that play is We usually call it like a color play, so any color usually.
Okay.
Um, so the key of that play is pretty much the slot guy got to attack that corner that's on the
Right.
outside guy immediately.
Roger.
So the center and the right guard can go ahead and pull out and get the linebacker and the safety, and that should free up that outside guy to pick a lane and go. So that's what that's designed for. That, and then
Roger.
the
Wait, let me.
fake.
Yep. Let me go to that. Hold on. Let me go to the fake. Okay. This is
Uh,
the
the
fake.
the fake is the slot guy. Everybody's pretty much gonna be doing the same thing. Now the slot guy is gonna still go at the corner. Don't touch him, but go at him like you're about to block, and then just go around him and wheel up the sideline. That's gonna free that 9 times out of 10 that guy will be open if we run the screenplay so many times. Hardly any teams will expect a fake. I mean, they might expect a fake, but they not really gonna expect it like that. So that slot
Roger.
guy 9 times out of 10, if it works, he's gonna be wide open.
Roger that. All right. And then me and you yesterday. Damn, that was yesterday. talked about two plays. I believe we talked about the one where the guard does a goes into a motion.
Yeah.
All right. So this play is meant to draw the defense
Outside.
offsides. Yep.
So that one, pretty much gonna say, Hike, nobody move besides the right guard, and the right guard gotta go straight down the line. He can, act like he run. He can run down the sideline, not run down the sideline, but like kind of motion out to the sideline like he going out there to block.
Right.
And then if nobody moves, he come back into the alignment, and then we just run the original play. But that play is usually drawn to draw somebody off sides, and that works all the time, especially and that'll help slow down the rush too. But nobody better not move besides that guy there.
Roger that. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and save this.
We just call it the far start play.
The what did you call it? What?
We just call it a false start play. Mm. Like your phone ain't over.
All right. All right. And then
Mommy, where's my phone?
all right. Then now the next one was a we talked about this is where it's a QB sneak, right?
Yeah, the QB sneak.
So this one we're having basically, if I'm correct, is this how this is how you want to set up, or do you want the players around arranged in another formation?
I don't want that running back there. I'd rather have the running back out to the slot.
All right. So
I
like
don't want
right,
too much attention. I don't want too much attention back there.
so like right here, is that good?
Yeah, yeah, that's good.
All right. And then is everyone just doing just a straight block forward, and the quarterback is
Yeah,
going
just pick a lane. Yeah, because typically, I'm just gonna follow right behind the center. But depending on where that guy that's over the center, if they even have three linemen, so
right?
if the guy lined up to the left of the center, I'm just gonna go to the right of the center, and vice
Roger,
versa.
Roger that
So it just depends on where that guy.
is lined
Uh,
up.
yeah,
All right.
and that just for like a 4th and 1 or a short like 2 yard gainer type stuff,
Roger that.
or we ever get into like a goal line situation.
QB sneak.
Yeah.
Is that the right way to space? How you spell sneak? Sneak is N-S-E-N-A-K.
Yeah, AK.
Okay. So my spelling
Long night.
skills. Yeah, my spelling skills. All right. And then all right. Now, what was the play that you were just talking about?
So it's gonna be trips left. So three
Okay.
receivers to the left.
All right. Let me get the lineman all set up. All right. All on the line, or
I mean, they don't all have to be on the line. You're on the line.
so? I mean, do you want it this way, or do you want like
Uh,
this? Or,
uh, yeah, that way fine.
all
And then
right.
had a single guy to the right side.
So 1, 2, 3. Okay. Actually, let me put him right here. All right. Okay.
Then all of them are doing slants.
All right. Now, are they doing slants at like this? I'm sorry. Like how deep in?
All right,
Like are
so
they doing?
that guy there gonna do like a 5 yard slant.
All right. So that first hash is 5.
The
And,
outside guy gonna take that to like 7 to 8 yards.
okay. Bear with me with this because this thing is
It's all
real.
right.
It's real temperamental. Sometimes I have to end up doing this like 2 or 3 times. There we go. And he said this one's gonna be 5. All right. And then what's this guy? What's the green doing?
He can do that to about 3 yards because he's gonna be pretty much following behind him.
All right. Let's see if I can. All right. Hopefully I drew that the best I could. And then what else? Everybody else doing?
The red coming in motion for like a fake jet option.
Got you.
He gonna be off the line though, but it's fine like how you drawing it now.
Oh, okay. I can move him further back.
Yeah, he gonna be off the line.
All right.
And then from there, it's gonna be a read option, so I can either give it to him or keep it. And if I keep it, he's gonna run a wheel, and that should free him to be open too.
Got you. Okay. So actually, let me undo that. And then undo. So when you say wheel, like up along the sideline, because all
Yeah,
these
up the
guys.
sideline.
Let me. How the best should I work this? Oh, I gotta move my cursor. I mean my mouse a certain way. All right. Make that. Oh no. Damn it. I didn't mean to do that, man. Dang. Oh, there it is. Okay, great. I didn't lose it. Oh, man, I thought I lost it, man. I was like, damn, I have to do that all over again. Undo this one. I'm trying to make it look a little bit.
Just move that green guy. Just move that green guy next to the other.
Okay.
To the
Yeah.
side.
All right. So my X, I might have to undo. Okay, cool. So you saying just move him right here?
Yeah, just put him right there.
All right. So let me do this. Let me just adjust everybody over here so it looks. All right, cool. And then I'll redraw this. All right. He said. See, this is like why I try to get this stuff done because this stuff taking a long time, man. Trying to
Yeah.
make it just look just right so it's presentable on the having to start over and so on and so forth. Okay, cool. Damn it, man. Undo. All right, but I get the gist of what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah.
Come on. Come on, come on, come on. All right, cool. All right, and save. And what we call that? What's we call this, man?
Uh,
Trips.
trips left. Uh, jet wheel, fake jet wheel. Well, it's gonna be a read option anyway, but you know.
Right. Yeah, it's going to be a number on the on the thing. It's going to be red, white, blue, whatever. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Okay, but it's good. But when I'm picking these out, I could, I know. All right, cool.
That's it for
Okay,
me.
that's it for you. All right, man. What we got? Oh, I'm actually a little bit over my 30 minutes. So just give me, one. Just guys, just bear with me. I'm gonna go ahead and try to knock out these last four. I'm not going to diagram them on the play designer. We're just going to just go over it, and I'm just going to just read out what Ahmed can see. Can you guys, you all can read that? Can you? Yeah. All right. So it's 4 plays. So this one, run RPO, 2 RPO plays and 2 pass option plays. So this one we have a pitch option. Running back runs wide, follows blocks after beating the ISO. QB fakes run right along with the O line. QB has the option to keep and hit the receiver on in an in route. So this receiver be obviously going in route. I guess right again he's faking like I guess he can pitch it or fake. Uh, whether he's giving it to the running back, and then he's going to follow the line's going to pull to the right. All of the lines going to pull to the right, and then obviously he has the option to get the Z receiver on the end. Excuse me. Next one. RPO number 2, handoff option. HB dive through left gap, through the left A gap, behind fullback's block over the left receiver's block. QB has the option to keep and hit. So okay, so he's saying fullback is going this way. I'm sorry, we're running back or halfback is going this way. Fullback is coming up this way. Um, okay, I guess he's staying stationary. Halfback. So what's this receiver doing? So I'm okay. So yeah, I guess this is the receiver. He's saying that he can hit right here if he chose. If he chose to. If he chose to, I guess keep the ball. So H-back dives to the left gap behind the fullback's block over to the left receiver's block. QBS option to hit left receiver. All right, that's that one. Let's move over here. Um, Shotgun formation. This is pass option. All right, so this is another, I guess, a trips. I'm assuming. Let me see. 1, 2. Okay, let me try to figure what this is doing. QB fakes bubble screen to lower receiver, then hits post route as primary or in route as secondary. QB has an option to hit the bubble screen. O line is shifting left along with the QB. So okay, so the QB is moving this way as the line is moving this way. I'm assuming this guy's moving this way, and then he can hit this receiver going this way, I'm assuming. All right, QB bubble screen to lower receiver. Fakes bubble screen. So I guess he's going to do a pump fake, then hits post route as primary or in route as secondary. So this is the secondary, and this receiver is the primary right here doing that post route. Okay, get it. I get it. And then, but he's going to kind of like move. The line's going to shift all to the left for his protection as well. QB's on the move. All right, got it. All right, and I believe is it one more? Okay, yep, one more. Splinter option, shotgun formation, twins right. Receivers fake as if they will cross each other, but both split receivers. Okay, I see. So both receivers are going to act like they're going to cross, but they're going to go in opposite directions. So one's going to do a post, act like it's doing a corner, and then go do a post, and then one's going to act like it's doing a post, and then actually do a corner. All right. Receivers may cross each other through option. Inside receiver is primary. Okay. All right. QB must hit the inside receiver as soon as he turns if he decides to go his way. On the option, inside receiver will cross under the outside receiver. So I guess what I don't know, and which hopefully Ahmed will clarify, what is the deciding factor on whether or not they cross or they don't cross? Can anybody answer that? Let me unmute everybody. Everyone sees what they're saying. What's going on here?
What was your question?
So my question is, so in this particular play, the two outside receivers, right? They can either fake like they're going to cross and then basically go out, in their respective directions, or they can actually cross. That's the option. The option is that they can cross. So my question is, what's the deciding factor on whether they cross or they go in the out, in the respective out directions?
If they're in the zone, they should probably fake the cross and go out. If it's man to man, they probably should cross. That's what I think.
Okay. Yeah, maybe so. Yeah, I don't know. All right. Well, and then he had one more play. I kind of wanted him to talk about this one. I'm not really. I think this one is, quarterback gets the snap. I'm assuming he bootlegs to the left, and then this outside, receiver is motioning this way.
We're
So
not
I
going.
guess so I guess they're fake. I guess he's faking the handoff to the outside receiver. But I guess if the outside D lineman is biting down on him, right? If the outside receiver is biting down on him, then he's gonna run with where this protection is. But then somebody's not blocking this outside guy right here. So that's the question. Because this is one hat on hat right there. Yeah, I guess if this is coming down this way, then he has an option to either throw to this receiver going this way, or he can throw to the running back, or to the receiver that motioned. I'm assuming that's what is going on here. Anybody have any, based on what you're seeing? Am I reading that right, or you have better insights on what's going on with this play?
Yeah, that's what it looks to me also.
Yeah. Okay. Um, all right, guys. Well, I'm sure I will include all plays that were submitted into the playbook. So Frank, so basically you had 3 plays that you submitted between yesterday and today, plus the 2 that you got. So that's 5 plays for you, and then and that's 5 plays for Ahmed. So way I'm going to do it is five plays for you, 5 plays for Ahmed. Kind of mix it up. Mo and Abdullah were supposed to submit plays, but they didn't. They didn't submit them in enough time. So uh, the remaining playbook we're going to use as is. So I include these 10 plays plus the remaining ones. We have 16 plays total. So 16 in the current playbook. So that's a total of 26. We can only carry 22. So I'm sorry, 24. So what's going to happen is that so I know normally I do, blue, red for the play card. So we're going to have 3 play cards. A play card can hold 8 plays. So we're going to go in with 24 plays. And so to make it simple, well, I guess it depends because we've been changing it every week, right? But the way it's going to be, the outside card is going to be red, white, blue. we can all remember red, white, blue because of that's the colors of the flag, red, white, blue. So the first card, which will be the outside card, that'll be red. The card that's on the inside sleeve of that on the opposite side, that'll be white, and then that card that's at the bottom of the sleeve, when you open the flap, that'll be blue. So that's how we're gonna roll red, white, and blue. If ever this is so therefore, like for instance, so on the outside sleeve you got red 1 through 8, so if it's red 8, white 1 through 8, blue 1 through 8. Does that make sense to everybody?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's the way we rolling, guys. Are there any suggestions, any comments, concerns, anything that you all want to see differently as far as game management and all that good stuff? All right. Well, I'm not
Nah,
hearing nothing. Okay. All right. So all right, guys. I'm going to include these plays into the dot, into our play system, and I'll put them out sometime between tonight or tomorrow. Uh, there's also let me want to show you guys this. I've been talking about it, but I don't know how much people actually look at it. But for every play that I have a diagram of the play as well. Um, and so and it goes into the further explanation of the play. So every play there's a diagram that goes back to it. Just like how this is all written out, you know, I have a diagram that I usually I actually type in the description of the play as well as put in a handwritten diagram of the play. So it's really incumbent upon everybody to go ahead and when they have the time, you know what I mean, to look that up, because the more information that you got going into the game that into a game day, knowing how the play works, is better. You know what I'm saying? How you find that, another how to get that or get to that, just go to to offense. So this is our website. I'm gonna I included the link, again, as I always do every week. So as you can see, you go into the offense sub page, and then for every week, I include the playbook that we're using for that week, right? And then below are the hyperlinks to the plays. And if you click on that link, that goes to the description, and where it's describing it with the plays. Again, the play is diagrammed up here, and then also with the description below. So it takes a lot of time to do this. So I really encourage everyone to go ahead and utilize this. And I try to have this usually done by Thursday morning, at the minimum. All right, guys. See you all tomorrow. Practice again. Soccer area of Warren Community, right behind the library. I'll be there at 6. I'm looking to definitely, hopefully everybody get there by 6:30 so we can have a full practice. We play at 9:30 tomorrow night. Bring white T-shirts. I'm anticipating that they're going to make us put on white T-shirts. So bring white T-shirts. All right. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right.
All right. See you tomorrow.
All right. See you tomorrow. Thank you, everyone,
Yes,
for
sir.
attending. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Yep.